Good afternoon, my associates. Today I'm going to talk about objections. Now, all prospects, clients, customers always give you objections. But remember one thing, you got to cope up with objections. Please do not get disappointed, but you must know how to answer it, what to say and what not to say. Because why? After demonstrating the house, 80% buy because of emotions, 20% because of logic. Now they're going to use the logic to kill you. That's the objections. Be careful how you do it. For example, the kitchen is so small, the price is too high, afternoon sun, so noisy, the road, this house is facing in front of the road. All this you must know how to handle it. I give for example, okay, when it says that the kitchen is so small, you can always tell to the customer says, I'm sure the developer is genius enough before he built this. They have a professional architects. Why? They make a bigger living, bigger dining and a smaller kitchen. Now if they give you big kitchen, big living, big dining, the building is very big and the price is even higher. That's why we all compromise. So you must know how to handle it. Okay, now I'm going to say a little bit more things, but I will ask Donald, my chief trainer. He's going to tell you more about objections. Donald, please carry on.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. Okay, objections is one of the most important thing in sales, as we know, but unfortunately it happens only towards almost the end of the closing. So in short, objection is something that it is a bread and butter that every day we will come across. But more importantly is objections are standard, but the different are the objectors. So which means a lot of objections over the years you can come across that it's always the same. But why is that so? There are times we use the same way of objection answering and yet we couldn't get the sales done. Now, generally objections breaks down into three groups. One is the emotional objection, two is a pricing objection, and three, it is a competition or competitors objection. Very importantly, we have to know which the certain objection falls into which category, because you can't have emotion objections answer the way the competition is coming in. You find that it won't work that way. Example, there are people say, I won't want to pay you 2%. Some will feel that because I've been selling a house paying 1, why must I pay you 2? Some will say that this 2% I didn't want to pay you this much because all the agents that I met, they all charge me a percent, why must I pay you more? Some will feel that because after selling the house, I do not get enough profit. I only get a little much of income, or rather, at the end of the day, my profit is only that much. If I were to cut off the percentage to you, what else I left? You see, all these are, if you hear the lines in between, it has different meaning in between. More importantly, objections, we truly have to listen the lines within. So one of the techniques I always use is this. Sometimes when people say, your 2% is too high, I will always ask them, Mr. Owner, could you help me to elaborate? Why do you feel that the 2% is too high? Now, if you use words like this, they will define the answer to you and you can specifically hear them out which exactly the angle they are coming from. I call this the information gathering words. I say it again, I call this the information gathering words. Example, Mr. Owner, could you elaborate further for me? Mr. Owner, could you tell me more why you feel that way? Mr. Owner, could you just elaborate a little bit further to make me understand why you feel that way? And this way will define it better. Simply means you see the gaps narrower and you can find a better solution to it. Thank you.
Good. Donald is just telling you about objections on the listing presentation to the sellers. How you present to the sellers to get the exclusive price. They also give you a lot of objections. But for me, remember, if the buyers see the house, they also give you a lot of objections. Now, don't fight the objections. Just answering question with the question. And be careful, sometimes when the buyer wants to buy the house, they will call the second party, like the feng shui man or the third party. He called his uncle to come or he called his relative to come. Now, be careful of this. You got to be nice to them. You must know how to handle it tactfully. Now, because why? They listen more to their father, mother, and feng shui man. They don't listen to you much because they think that salesmen just want to sell the house. But please understand, answer your objections properly and just smile at them. Your smile is the killer for the sale. So when you explain to them, give him a big smile. For that is what I'm talking about is a buyer's objection. But he's talking about the owner's objections.
Okay, and on top of this, never get objection too personal. I know sometimes, okay, I was a salesperson before. When I get angry on certain things or emotionally get too involved in selling or emotionally get too involved in the buying, so that will actually plays a part whereby I truly did not hear exactly what the customer is asking me. Very, very specifically, answering objection, the first keyword is to listen. And we say listen, you listen with your heart. And you'll be very surprised that all these will assist you in closing a little bit more sales.
Thank you very much. Now, why I do this video tape, because you can put it on your handphone, and every time when you go for a presentation or every time when the buyer said, just browse through this objection part and just listen to it. So next time when any customer give you any objections, you know how to handle it. Now, I'm going to make it short and sharp. We will carry on again, next week or 2 weeks time. But remember this, the keyword is you must listen to our advice, listen to the video, listen to the sound, so that when any problems, help is here for you. Thank you very much. We will carry on again.
Thank you.